Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so that we can bring you the latest news as they happen. And together we can support our great leader, ﷺamdi Kanu, IPOB, and Eastern Security Network to make our Biafran dream a reality and put the Fulani Janjaweed to shame. He said, the frustrated impostor calling himself Buhari at ﷺ cries to West African Fulani presidents for help as the Fulani Nigerian government have exhausted all their wicked and evil plans to deceive and massacre Biafrans in the name of overrunning Biafra for the foreign Fulani terrorists. The Fulani Nigerian government is looking for every excuse to shut down social media, especially the Nollywood, because majority of the control are in the hands of Biafrans. The Fulani terrorist bandit Minister of Information, the Line Mohammed, was threatening Nollywood movie producers about some kinds of movie that they produce. He claimed that it is the movies that are responsible for the ritual killings going on in Nigeria. But the same Fulani terrorist Nigerian Minister of Information, the Line Mohammed, was the same person who supported the foreign Fulani terrorist bandits, killing and kidnapping Nigerians, raping our women, including killing and kidnapping the coward Nigerian military who fled as ragtag Boko Haram terrorists overran their military base in Borno today. But when it comes to peaceful protesters or innocent Biafrans, harmless Biafrans, that is when they show force. In exchange for the Islamic country's help, the Fulani Nigerian government have promised a weighty sanction for unconstitutional leadership change in their various countries with the help of their European Union friends. Commercial bus drivers protest against frequent accidents caused by the Fulani Nigerian police and army checkpoints and roadblocks, where they extort hard-working Biafrans on Onitsha-Owerri Road of their hard-earned money. Imagine the torture the Fulani Nigerian government is making Biafrans to pass through just because they hate Biafrans, just because Biafrans have refused the Fulani Janjaweed to overrun Biafra or have a Fulani caliphate like they have in Ilorin in the Yoruba-speaking area. That is why. Just because they are not happy that Biafrans have refused to accept the Fulani Janjaweed as their slave masters, they have refused. According to report, the Fulani Nigerian government itself should be in dock for the serial crime against ﷺamdi Kanu because of his Biafran heritage, free speech, and association in flagrant violation of international law and the Nigerian Constitution. A motion should be filed before Justice Binta Yanko, a notorious pliable puppet of President Buhari, to dismiss the prosecution with prejudice forthwith on multiple legal grounds. Buhari's attempted assassination of ﷺamdi Kanu by military invasion using the Operation Python dance at ﷺamdi Kanu's residence in Abia State on September 10, 2017. On January 19, 2022, Justice Benson C. Anya of the High Court of Abia State of Nigeria awarded ₦NAMDI Kanu 1 billion naira in damages for the Fulani Nigerian government's attempted murder, but they have refused to pay. But they will pay it. They will pay, including the interest. The justice explained that the military invasion of ﷺAMDI Kanu's residential abode is so notorious and common knowledge that this honorable court cannot turn a blind eye to it. The justice added, ﷺAMDI Kanu has, by credible evidence, proved to the honorable court that his fundamental rights to dignity of human personal liberty were wantonly or brazenly violated, and his fundamental right to life threatened brazenly by the Fulani Nigerian government. It is in the view of this honorable court that the agents of the Fulani Nigerian government set out as pythons to terminate the life of ﷺAMDI Kanu, and none of the attempted murderers were prosecuted, rebuked, or disciplined because they were sent by the Fulani Nigerian government. The Fulani Nigerian government attempted murder of ﷺAMDI Kanu with impunity is only the tip of the iceberg. Last June, it conspired with Kenya's President Uhuru Kenyatta to kidnap and torture ﷺAMDI Kanu in Nairobi, Kenya, both condemned as crimes everywhere in the world. Conclusive proof is not available at present because both miscreant nations have concealed what transpired. They concealed it. But time will tell. They will pay for it. A motion should be filed before Justice Binta Nyako demanding the disposition of Nigeria and Kenya's officials to ascertain ﷺAMDI Kanu's treatment in Nairobi before his illegal extraordinary redemption to Abuja without circumventing extradition prescribed by law. ﷺAMDI Kanu's extraordinary redemption was a continuation of his kidnapping by Kenya and Nigeria. A universal principle of international law prohibits a government from benefiting from its own crime like a parricide demanding an inheritance. You know, the extraordinary redemption of ﷺAMDI Kanu voids his criminal prosecution. A motion should be filed before Justice Binta Nyako demanding a dismissal of the prosecution with prejudice unless Nigeria and Kenya submit to full discovery as to what transpired in capturing and transporting ﷺAMDI Kanu from Nairobi to Kenya. You know, this is coming from Bruce Fein, the American renowned constitutional lawyer who represents ﷺAMDI Kanu and IPOB. And that is why Justice Binta Nyako and Abubakar Malami are afraid of him. The Fulani Nigerian government are afraid of him. According to Bruce Fein, he said Article 15, subsection 2 of the International Declaration of Human Rights guarantees to every person the right to change his nationality. ﷺAMDI Kanu renounced his Nigerian citizenship years ago, yet the Fulani Nigerian government persists in claiming he remains a citizen under a malignant provision of the Nigerian Constitution, Article 29, subsection 3, because Buhari Nnamdi Kanu's would-be assassin has said no. A purported law that stoops to that level of wickedness is not a law. It is persecution. Another motion should be filed before Justice Binta Nyako demanding ﷺAMDI Kanu's immediate release on bail, considering Justice Anya's finding the government, that is the Fulani Nigerian government, guilty of ﷺAMDI Kanu's attempted murder. To permit him to remain in custody of the criminal DSS is like entrusting a rapist with custody of his victim. If bail is denied, an immediate appeal should be filed, according to Bruce Fein. Nnamdi Kanu has been detained in solitary confinement without trial for more than 9 months. The Fulani Nigerian government has articulated no excuse for such protracted delay, notwithstanding more than ample prosecutorial and investigative resources by any civilized yardstick. Such prolonged detention with no end in sight violates Article 36, subsection 1 of the Nigerian Constitution, which guarantees a fair hearing within a reasonable time. The Fulani Nigerian government has twice amended charge against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to postpone the day of reckoning. The latest adjournment is until April 8, 2022. A motion should be filed immediately before Justice Binta Nyako, demanding entry of an order automatically terminating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu prosecution with prejudice if Fulani Nigerian government is not ready for trial on April 8. Powerful circumstantial evidence suggests that the Fulani Nigerian government will seek to continue to postpone the trial until a new president is elected in 2023, that is, if Nigeria still exists. If the motion is denied, an immediate appeal or mandamus petition should be filed. Justice Binta Nyako's conspicuous complacency with the Fulani Nigerian government's serial lawlessness in the prosecution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is credible substantial evidence that she is acting at the direction of Buhari and Malami. Both have expressed a policy of flouting court orders at will. A motion should be made that Justice Binta Nyako should recourse herself and for discovery to unearth her expert communication with Buhari and Malami. If the motion is denied, an immediate appeal or mandamus petition should be followed. It should be obvious that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, like South Africa's Nelson Mandela before him, will not receive justice in the Nigerian court without external outrage and sanctions. His defense before Justice Binta Nyako should proceed accordingly. It should build a record of lawlessness in violation of universally recognized human rights implicating both Justice Binta Nyako and the Fulani Nigerian government, of which judicial notice may be taken in all foreign or international tribunal. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video, and bye-bye for now.